Hey, this is Jim with Dieselgeek, and today I'm here to show you a new little mod that I've come up with that is kind of in the prototyping, beta testing stage. I showed about a year ago a video where I used a Dremel tool to make a cut in this bell crank to make this ball of the shifter stick fit better into here. There was a lot of extra clearance in here between the ball, which is right here, and this socket in the bell crank. That provided a lot of slop, side to side slop. The greater place for side to side slop is here at this pin. This is the forward pivot pin, and we have our Mk7 Super Pin that's been fully redesigned, has only been out for a few weeks, and this is it. It goes in easier, and it fits better than the previous one. So what I'm here to show you is this as a modification. If you have an early shift box, and the part number is going to be 049 B or C, something like that. Like the 2015, 2016 cars are going to have these earlier part numbers. You might have a lot of extra slop here between this relay ball and this relay lever. If you have that, you can make the slice with the Dremel tool. As it's turned out, this has been a very unpopular modification because people don't want to do something that's not reversible. And later boxes, the 259AR and the 259BM, they have much tighter fitting ball to socket interfaces, so there's not as much a need to do anything to tighten up, to make this hole any smaller or improve the fit. But what I've come up with here, and I'm willing to give this a test to a few people just to see if it works, is if you have one of these early shift boxes from a 15 or 16 car, possibly even a 17 car, I don't know when they actually changed the boxes. I have this special heat shrink, and this heat shrink is actually designed for machinery rollers. You slip it over the roller and then you heat shrink it down, and actually it's a material that is so tough it makes the surface of the roller last a lot longer because there's nothing actually rolling on it. It's rolling on this material. So what you do is, if you're doing the super pin, you can get the bell crank kind of out of the way, and you can slip this piece of heat shrink onto the ball, and this already has this material on it. It is so tough I can't even begin to tell you how tough it is, and it adds 20 thousandths of an inch to the diameter of the ball. Because it's designed for machinery rollers, it's not really designed for wiring. It is heat shrinkable, but it's not designed for wiring. It is so incredibly tough, and the material qualities are very high in abrasion wear. So if you're interested in trying this, just let me know, and I can send you a piece when you buy a Mk7 Super Pin, and we can see if we can't dial out that extra play in the early shift boxes. I can tell you that it takes a heat gun and nothing else, and it takes a good heat gun, and it takes a long time to get it shrunk down. It took me probably 2 minutes with a DeWalt heat gun of pretty intense application of the heat to get this to shrink down and be tight on this ball. So if you don't have a heat gun and you're going to try to use a lighter, this is not going to work, because you have to get all the way around it with the heat gun. So you're going to be, you're really going to be working at getting this drawn down. So anyway, that's the lowdown on that, and if you're interested, let me know. Thank you.